State of tourism in Angola. It's made like 1 year since we had that fantastic interview in Punta Cana in the first CAF and CAM conference. And 1 year later is almost like 1 year since I've been appointed. We can say that we have a clear strategy to tourism development in Angola. We clearly know where we are and where we want to be for the next 5 years and what we want to achieve, what numbers, what stats we're trying to reach out. And clearly, Angola now has decided to put the tourism as a green oil to the tourism diversification. And we believe through the tourism, we'll be starting the process of lifting from a oil-dependent economy to a vibrant economy in terms of diversification, especially in tourism. And how we are planning on doing that? Clearly, we have a lot of tourism potentialities, but we gotta establish the priorities that we can more easily and more efficiently achieve the goals that we are proposing. One of them is beach and sun tourism. We have more than 1 million kilometers of a coast. So we gotta take advantage of that. And what we are doing is clearly doing public-private partnership where the state is responsible for creating the infrastructure in the touristic areas and invite the private sector to invest in the construction and management of these hospitality facilities. We are now, with the support of UN Tourism, approaching the biggest hotels company in the world, and they are being seduced, in a good way of the term, by the Angolan strategy. So the government is willing to prepare the areas with the basic infrastructure like roads, power, electricity, water, telecommunication, and then invite those companies to go and build this hospitality facility. And we think that they are receiving well the invitation coming from the Angolan government. We have been in conversation with a lot of them, like Hilton Hotel Group. They have done a inspection trip to Angola, and also Redinson, and we are in discussion with the TUI group and also with the Barcelo. So mostly what do those groups search for around the world is this very unexplored destination like Angola is, with a huge potential, very well very well pointed in a map that can be used as a hub for air connectivity and so on. But they are looking for this destination, and we are preparing to receive them. The other side in our strategy on preparing this infrastructure, so is the public side. The public sector is responsible for that. The public sector is approaching the hospitality industry to go there and make the construction of these hospitality facilities. But there is another side, the third part of that, which is the financial institutions. What we are doing to approach them correctly and efficiently is we are doing with UN Tourism, Angolan doing business is the guidelines for investment in Angola. We signed this agreement a month ago with UN Tourism, and I believe that with this guidance, we can approach the financial institution to present what the opportunities we really have in Angola. So they don't look around, talk to many people. Just one-stop shop. They have all the information. They have all the tax environment, all the doing business environment, all the political and economic background to doing business in Angola. And of course, they will have to uh, contact with some local authorities. And we don't want the investors to go abroad and talk with many institutions. They just go and talk with the Angolan Agency for Tourism to deal with all the staffs and have a very good doing business environment. And just the final remark on that, we have been approaching institutions like African Exim Bank, who has a line specifically dedicated to tourism, which is construction and tourism. So they have, we now have this combination. We have the potential there in Angola. We have the approach to the big hotel groups, and we have the financial institution ready to finance. So this will be the point of transformation of having a huge potential to become a very strong country in the tourism in Angola. It's a very important initiative from UN Tourism and ICAO get together and bring to discuss this very important matter, which is the air connectivity in tourism. Without air connectivity, there is no tourism. We need to uh, connect our economies, our peoples, our countries with the means that we have in our hands, and the air connectivity is one of them. What we are trying to achieve with this hosting this ministerial conference is to give traction to a movement that we have been seeing in many countries in Africa, which have been adopting the visa-free policy. Benin, Ghana, Rwanda, and some other countries have like a free visa for all African countries. This is the basic to develop tourism within our countries. We cannot still to having these bureaucracies to travel inside our continent. So the visa-free policy will be one of the matters that we will be discussing there. And of course, the interconnectivity, because when we are talking about air transportation, we gotta remember that the tourists will not travel to the country that will face a lot of bureaucracy just to get a visa, just to pass by the police control. So it's a combination. So we have been preparing all those subjects to be discussed face to face, eye on eyes, between us African, with the invitation of world experts in tourism and transport. And Angola is excited to host the second ministerial conference. We are preparing ourselves. We will be the first UN tourism event that we will be hosting. So we are very excited. All the members, like bodies and of the government, we are doing it together with the Ministry of Transport, and we have done jointly the press conference to announce it, and we are willing to receive all the African Minister of Tourism and the Minister of Transport and experts from ICAO and UN Tourism. The Luanda city is vibrant, waiting for the guests, because we are a very well receivers country. We like to receive people, and we be our pleasure to receive you guys there.